Visit us today at Cardin Alleyway Hyundai, just off the 91 freeway, or online at CardinAlleyWayHyundai.com. $34.99 due at signing, includes 10,000 miles per year, plus tax, license, $85 dock fee, and registration. No security deposit required. Subject to HMF credit approval. Expires 02/03/2025.
With Progressive's Name Your Price tool, you get coverage options based on how much you want to pay for car insurance. And then you decide how to spend the rest of your money, because you're in charge. Today, you're going to pay down your credit card bill. But you decide when you'll pay it. Before the due date, so those interest charges don't get you. But you decide if you pay it in full. But you definitely should, because, again, interest charges. With Progressive's Name Your Price tool, we'll help you find coverage at a fair price. And then you're in charge. Progressive Casualty Insurance Company and affiliates. Not available in all states. Price and coverage match limited by state law.
Harry Douglas here. Say goodbye to bulky, clunky shavers that clutter your bathroom. Not only do you get an incredible shave, Panasonic's Palm Razor has a sleek, elegant design that adds a touch of sophistication to your bathroom. It also conveniently charges with a USB cord. Visit shop.panasonic.com/sports to shop for the Palm Razor. Use promo code Harry for 10% off exclusively for ESPN radio listeners. That's shop.panasonic.com/sports, promo code Harry.
ESPN 710, Los Angeles Sports.
And it is the biggest show on the radio. Mason and Ireland is on for your Thursday afternoon.
Mason, Ireland, best show on the radio.
Here we go, Thursday. By the way, it is the Waba Grill lunch hour right now on Mason and Ireland. Why do they grill to order at Waba Grill? Because it's just better for you. Their Asian-inspired menu has quality proteins and fresh steamed vegetables. Right now, get a value bowl for only $8.99. For a limited time, Waba Grill, it's for you. Thank you to everybody that came on out yesterday to the Rouse in Redondo Beach, supported us, BBGO and the Lakers. We did some good to help the victims of the Southern California wildfires, and we got a bit out of it that involves Sasha and Cappy. Hit the tape.
Do you know who Scott Kaplan is? No.
Enlighten me.
Yes. So Cappy says that you promised
That's so great.
him
You don't know who this is.
a case of your wine, which is terrific, Alexander wine. He says, yeah, Sasha, he promised me a case of it, and he'll bring it tomorrow. So you didn't remember to bring a case
Today?
Yeah, today.
And he, by the way, there's a 90% chance he's making all of this up.
Oh, he's delusional.
None of that is surprising, is it? None of that. We'll get you ready tonight. Lakers, Celtics at Crypto.com Arena. And we'll do the usual fun and fair. Let's do it Thursday afternoon with Mason and Ireland right now.
Good afternoon. Coming along a little bit later on.
Google Gaga.
Pepe Mantilla is going to be here along.
With a little potpourri of lies.
Exactly, along with Michael Thomas. I did not realize that we were going to get.
What's happening, players?
That we were going to get potpourri of lies today, because I
It was a late. It was a pitching change.
Yeah.
It was Greg's game, but Greg's got so much on his plate now that he doesn't really like doing
Right.
games anymore.
Right.
So he talked Pepe into doing
Yeah,
it.
yeah. His games were never that good anyway. I think we can live without him.
Well, no, but Greg mails them in.
Yeah, he does. He gets a game from Lindsay and then says,
to be honest,
I did this.
he's the only one that of all of us on the show, the five of us on the show, that gets here really early and stays really late.
Right, because he's got other.
Yeah.
Other
so
stuff.
it's in his defense, he does have a full plate. But I try when I set up the Game of Games calendar at the beginning of the week. I try not to use Greg if I don't have to.
Right.
So I never want to miss Michael and I never miss Brian because they're the two best.
Brian does great.
You and I are solid.
We're fine.
And then Laura's kind of the same. Laura's either not always with us, like sometimes she's in the morning, sometimes she's at night. But
yeah, my games aren't great either. It's okay.
So apparently, Laura,
but your games are fine.
Your shows are good. Your games. I was going to say, Laura's producing by herself today. You're back there. There's no Greg. Are you nervous?
No, I've done it before.
Have you?
She's actually done it.
But today it was a big deal. Like Greg said, I'm not going to come in. I want Laura.
I mean, I think it's.
You're
the same.
all right with that.
I do too.
By the way,
I do too.
When he got that, I was like, yeah, that's fine.
Oh.
That's fine. I mean, Laura's great. I'm
I've
good
done
with that.
other shows solo. This one solo.
Yeah, the only reason I don't give Laura as many Game of Games as I give Brian is Brian's always with us.
Right.
Laura sometimes gets farmed out to Sedano and Cap.
I fluctuate.
Or flying back. You're Chris Taylor. You got to play a lot of different positions.
So Lakers Celtics tonight. I'm going over the game tonight. Excited for that. The one thing, the difficult thing is, what do you do with the 4 hours between Mason and Ireland and the game? And so I have two options today.
Okay.
I could go see The Brutalist, which I could. This is weird. I could only see 2/3 of The Brutalist.
Well, I used to do that all the time until I got way busier. Like what I always do is I camp out in that office that Cappy and I have commandeered.
Yes.
And I work on whatever the next game is. So, for example, we play the Warriors on Saturday.
Yes.
So I will do all my homework for the Warriors when in between our show and the Celtics. But you should go to the movies. And you used to make fun of me when I did that. It's actually fine if you go and watch as much of the movie as you can. And then you'll have another day next week where you just catch the other end of it. You got to pay twice, but
it is a 3.5-hour movie.
Yeah, maybe it might be a good thing.
The other option is that there is a gym called John Reed Fitness. Have you ever heard of John Reed
No, but
Fitness?
You still have a membership to the LA Athletic Club. It's 2 minutes away.
Yeah, it's
or you can do what Michael does. You can go lurk at the Ritz-Carlton, and Michael literally stands outside, and he waits till someone opens the door, and then he goes in.
Here's
No, he doesn't.
Yes, ask him.
He does. Now, see, I would do that. I would love to lurk and try to get in. But this, John, is a downtown L.A. gym where live DJs spin while members work out in a vibrant club filled with the latest fitness equipment. So it's like disco gym. Now, would you go see The Brutalist, which I hear is a very cheerful movie, or would you go to the disco gym?
You're being facetious about The Brutalist, right? It's like 3 hours of depression.
It's a very sad, dark movie, involving the Holocaust and stuff.
I'd go to the gym.
Disco gym?
Yeah.
Yeah. I'm kind of curious. Aren't you curious about a disco gym? They've got actually somebody spinning live records.
Do you have workout clothes in your car?
Yeah, I do.
Yeah.
I always travel with workout clothes.
Yeah, I would do that.
Yeah, disco gym.
No, you're not a member. Do you have to sign up to be a member?
I'm assuming maybe I can get a day rate over there or something.
No, here's what you do. When you walk in, just say, hey, I'm considering joining this gym. Can
Smart.
I work out this one time and then decide after?
Yes.
And if they're smart, they will say, absolutely. Like our old friend Tim Lywicki was a genius with this. Tim was the guy who, when he was working for AEG, he now runs his own company called the Oakview Group. But Tim has run sports arenas and sports stadiums his whole career. So when he built back then, Staples Center.
Yes.
He would come on our show all the time, and every time we would hit him up for tons of free tickets. And he said, I'll give you as many as you want. And I said, why are you always so generous with that? And he goes, because we feel once we get people inside our building one time and show them what we have to offer, they'll pay to come back.
Yeah.
Which is what this gym should do.
You know, what's weird about Lywicki is that there was a point where there was no Staples no arena.
Yeah.
And there was no LA Live. And we sat in this office surrounded by sex workers and drugs. And he pointed and said, that is going to be where we put an arena. And that is going to be where we put a multi-use shopping center. And we were like, yeah, right. Now, look what Tim Lywicki did. Look what he did. So I came across, John, there's a big debate right now. And I think it's an interesting one. I'm just going to read you this.
Okay.
In-N-Out Burger has become the center of a major debate regarding the quality of their fries. Critics argue that the fries are bland, overcooked, and lack seasoning, with some suggesting enhancements like salt or ordering them animal style. Defenders of the fries claim they appreciate the simplicity or find them satisfactory with minor adjustments. Where do you stand? Because I've got a well-staked-out position on this. Where do you stand on In-N-Out Burger fries?
I don't understand why so many people are down on them.
Oh, I'm so down on them.
I know. I don't get it.
Yeah.
I think they're fine.
They're potato-y. They're not crispy like those McDonald's fries.
The McDonald's fries are the best.
They're the best, right? So, I mean, I can see I've got a McDonald's and an In-N-Out Burger on my same street on Venice Boulevard up the street, and I will sometimes go to both.
McDonald's.
I'll go to McDonald's for the fries and go to In-N-Out for the burger.
See, somebody once told me you have childlike taste buds if you want the McDonald's fries, because I would prefer those, right? Now, older me, I'm like, oh, I kind of actually prefer the In-N-Out fries. And that's a hot take.
Yeah, there's just not enough.
People.
There's not, Brian, you're a fry connoisseur.
Oh, you got to get them animal style, first of all. That's
Animal
the
style.
only way you could do it.
But when you eat them
Grilled
plain,
onions with
when you
spread.
eat
if
them
you eat them plain, you got to get them well done.
Yes.
Well done.
That's what I said.
That's the secret.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. One of my
say that.
friends used to work there, so that was like their little inside secret is you got to get them well done.
Well done is a way to go.
You know, John, who I was thinking about this week?
Whom?
Chip Kelly. Chip Kelly.
He's got a ring now.
He's got a ring. Chip Kelly left UCLA last year, became the offensive coordinator at Ohio State. And you know what he said in an interview during the college football playoffs? He said, I'm having fun because I'm just coaching ball. I don't have to worry about NIL. I don't have to worry about recruiting. All I'm doing is coaching ball, and that's really what I want to do.
So there's a guy that works here that used to play for Chip at UCLA.
Yes.
And we brought him in while Chip was a coach. Remember what he said? He goes, Chip does not care about anything other than books and ball.
Books and ball.
He doesn't want to deal with the alumni. He doesn't want to deal with the media. He doesn't want to deal with anything.
He got his wish.
Than books. And now he doesn't have to worry about the books. That's Ryan Day's problem.
Yeah, got his wish
now all
and
he's
won a
doing is
ring.
coaching.
He of course left UCLA high and dry there, right at a critical moment last year. But I get it. I mean the NIL must be just a royal pain in the ass to deal with. It just must be really hard for a coach.
It's not easy. I have a problem with this. I have trouble asking people for money.
Yeah.
I think that's the heart of NIL. You're asking your alumni to give you money
Sure.
and for them to trust you that you'll know what to do with it.
Spend it the right way.
Right.
Yeah.
Because so many times you'll see somebody in pro sports take less money so the front office can build a team. Like Brady did that for years in New England. But then I've seen front offices who don't know what they're doing. Remember, this came up with Derek Carr down in New Orleans. They said, will you restructure your contract? And he said, sure. They said, well, will you give us some money back? And he said, no. But if you want to restructure the contract, why would Derek Carr? The Saints are the Keystone Cops. They just keep running into each other.
Yeah.
Fire the coach, bad signings, bad team, bad organization. So
why give money back?
Yeah, I wouldn't.
Yeah, I wouldn't either. All right, coming up next for you, John, one of the best and worst airlines for this last year.
I think I know the worst.
There is a survey, plus the NBA trade deadline is coming up fast. One NBA writer has come up with a big trade for the Lakers. We'll chew on that a little bit. In the meantime, what's on tap today here on 710 ESPN? Thank you to our friends at Michelob Ultra. Rivalry Week, Lakers versus Celtics coverage starts on 710 at 5:30. And, of course, the all-new ESPN LA app. Michelob Ultra, 2.6 carbs, 95 calories. It's only worth it if you enjoy it. Mason, Ireland, 710 ESPN.
Oh, well, let me tell you about your Southern California Toyota dealers. You know, as we continue to deal with the wildfires, that there's never been a more important time to have a reliable car. You need one, and the last thing anybody needs right now is car trouble. If you're in that boat, go see your Southern California Toyota dealers. Year after year, Toyota delivers quality, reliability, and the best vehicles on the road. They've been in business with the Lakers for 50 years. Right now, you can choose from an amazing selection in new vehicles. The 25 Land Cruiser, the redefined 25 GR Corolla, or the limited 25th edition 25 Highlander Hybrid are all available right now, and they're offering great deals. All you got to do is see your Southern California Toyota dealers or visit Toyota.com. Toyota, we make it easy.
What about an egg on a burger? Why do people do that?
I like that.
Is it bussing?
Fat Burger started that.
Really? Is it bussing?
It's bussing.
Is it?
There's egg on anything is fairly good, I would say.
We should have that imaging. The show of the people, and then it's just Cappy saying, is it bussin'? Sedano and Cap.
Sedano and Cap today at 3 p.m.
on 710 ESPN.
When pain keeps you from doing what you love, Hoag Orthopedic Institute gets you back to you. We are ranked number 18 in the nation and number 1 in Orange County for orthopedic and spine care by U.S. News and World Report. From the surf to the green, our world-class doctors are there, which is why more Californians choose Hoag Orthopedic Institute for orthopedic and spine care more than any other hospital. At Hoag Orthopedic Institute, there is no one better at getting you back to you. Proudly founded by premier physicians in partnership with Hoag. Learn more at HoagOrthopedicInstitute.com.
When disaster strikes, you deserve an ally who truly understands the value of your home and your peace of mind. Are you facing fire damage? Despite your diligent insurance payments, your insurance company might fall short when it's time to file a claim. Do not let them underpay you. Feeling pressured to use subpar contractors or maybe ignored after all these years of loyalty? That's when you turn to Avner Gatt, California's premier public adjusting firm. With over 20 years of experience, Avner Gatt's team brings unparalleled industry expertise, having worked within the insurance sector themselves. They offer a free initial consultation and boast a vast network of experts to accurately assess your damages. They're trusted by lawyers, contractors, and real estate professionals alike. Avner Gatt is ready to fight for you. Call for your free consultation today. You can visit avnergat.com. That's AVNERGAT, avnergat.com, or call 818-917-5256. That's 818-917-5256. Avner Gatt. Your claim, our game.
Attention fire victims. I'm Garen Majarian, an attorney at Majarian Law Group. If your property was damaged or destroyed by the recent wildfires, you are probably confused and concerned about your path to recovery. With the massive amount of lawyer advertising, before you retain a lawyer, it is important that you speak to the lawyer, not a clerk, not an assistant. Speak to a lawyer who will come out to your property and handle your case. At Majarian Law Group, we have the experience in handling fire cases. We are here to guide you, and we will provide you an honest and fair evaluation about your potential claims. Call us today for a free consultation at 800-485-1049. If your home was destroyed, you may also have claims against third parties, such as Southern California Edison. Call us today, 800-485-1049. 800-485-1049.
Did you know your skin is the largest organ of your body? Huh? That's why you should shower with Old Spice Super Hydration Body Wash instead of plain old bar soap. Love your skin by super hydrating it with vitamin B3 and glorious notes of vanilla and shea. Did you know that my super hydrated skin is the second largest organ of my body? The first is my heart. Old Spice. Men have skin too. Old Spice Super Hydration Body Wash. 24/7 renewing moisture. With daily use.
Adam Schefter here with Vivid Seats. We've got some late-breaking news coming out of the stands. According to multiple sources, Vivid Seats fans are scoring rewards on every purchase and at a rapid pace. Obviously, these rewards are a game changer, and coupled with their MVP-worthy ticket selection, why get tickets anywhere else? Don't drop the ball this season. Shop with Vivid Seats and earn rewards on every ticket. And as the official ticketing partner of ESPN, Vivid Seats is offering you $20 off your first $200 ticket purchase with code Schefter. That's code Schefter.
And it is Mason and Ireland, your Thursday. What is on tap today? Thanks to Michelob Ultra. Coming up at 3 p.m., Shinato and Cappy for the LA Afternoon Drive. And then coverage begins at 5:30 p.m. Lakers-Celtics Rivalry Night tonight at Crypto.com Arena. Of course, you'll hear the game and the pregame and the postgame on 7:10 a.m. and on the all-new ESPN LA app in crystal clear digital audio. You just got to click that Lakers tile that pops up. Michelob Ultra, 2.6 carbs, 95 calories. It's only worth it if you enjoy it right now. Enjoy more of Mason and Ireland on 710 ESPN.
All right, Lakers Celtics coming up for you here on 710 ESPN, 5:30 pre and a 7:05 tip. Right, John? 7:05.
7:05 is the scheduled time with a possible 10-minute slide if the first game in the TNT doubleheader goes long. But lately, those games have not been going
good.
long. So be in your seat at 7.
Yes.
This thing's going to tip early. And there's nothing like a Lakers-Celtics game.
No, huge.
They're the greatest.
Yeah, absolutely. So I got a list. The Wall Street Journal put out a list of the best and worst airlines of 2024. And I'm looking at the rankings. It was very close between number 1 and number 2, and it's a surprise at number 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9.
Okay, I'll just give you my personal experience, and I have flown every airline.
Yes.
Okay. My favorite airline, the one that does the best job, is Delta.
100% agree, and it is number 1.
Yeah,
They're great.
They care, and in particular, their flight attendants are fantastic. We have gotten to know all of the flight attendants over the years that do the Laker charter, and it is and we take them to dinner. They go to dinner.
Yeah, that's
with
nice.
us.
Yeah.
So I mean, so shout out to Vanessa and Shannon and Jill and Lisa and I know 10 of them.
Yeah. Yeah. Okay, number 2 is only 1 point behind in the Wall Street Journal rankings.
If I had to guess.
Yep.
I'd say it's Southwest.
Southwest, 1 point behind. Now, I don't understand the Southwest.
People like the affordability.
Affordability's for sure.
They also like...
They're on time a lot.
I was going to say, they don't mess around. Get on the plane, shut up, let's go.
Yeah, I
think people like that.
Do you like the open seating? Like, I hate when I'm a D or an E.
Really?
Oh, well, if you're DRE, you're getting a middle.
I'm pretty anal, so as soon as they let you log in,
you get an A.
I'm right there. To
Yeah,
get an A.
you just go right when they let you, so
when
you
I was
can get a higher one.
When I was single, Laura, I would intentionally get a B or a C, just so I could get on a plane and see if there are any cute girls I could sit next to.
That's a good
strategy.
way.
Yeah.
That's a good strategy because you're sitting, depending on how long your flight is, you're sitting there for quite a few hours.
Now the worst for me is easy.
Yep.
Frontier, Spirit.
Well, I've.
Which one is last?
I think Spirit's last.
Spirit is
and
last.
Frontier should be last.
Frontier is last.
Okay,
Frontier is number 9.
I don't know what they're doing.
Spirit is number 8.
Yeah.
So they're at the bottom.
Yeah, because they're the opposite of Southwest. They're affordable, but they don't care.
The other one the one that's number 3, I flew recently, and it is excellent, is
JetBlue?
Alaska.
Oh, no, Alaska's awesome.
Yeah, Alaska's great.
That's what I take to Idaho.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Then comes Allegiant, which I don't know. Do we have? I don't think I've ever been on an Allegiant
I've
flight.
ever flown Allegiant.
Then United, which all my miles are on, and I'm not happy with them. Then JetBlue, American.
Ugh.
American is that low.
No,
It is bad.
I'm surprised American's that high.
Yeah, I was gonna
I
say.
have nothing but trouble on American.
Well, they're
Same.
third from the bottom, so they're
Yeah,
not.
they
they're,
deserve to be.
They're only above Spirit and Frontier.
That's where they deserve
yeah.
to be.
United.
Yeah,
I've had
too many delays,
too many soggy wraps is what I've had.
By the way, you know who worked in the airline industry for 20 years?
The great Pepe Mantilla.
He just walked in wearing a purple Laker dress shirt.
He's ready to roll tonight. What's up, Pepe?
Pepe, has that been your experience? Is Delta the best airline?
Yes, it is the best airline, but I had a really bad experience in the last summer
with Delta.
Remember when the whole thing, the machines stopped?
Right, everything kind of froze up.
That's one of the worst days of my traveling life.
That felt like act of God kind of stuff. Don't you think?
I'm still dealing with Delta about that.
You what, trying to get money back?
Yeah.
How much they owe you?
You don't want to know.
No, I do.
Almost $6,000.
No.
Yeah, well, they'll honor that.
$6,000?
Yeah, they'll get. Pepe, I'll be surprised if that ends badly for you. I think
mention it to your flight attendant friends about Pepe's owed $6,000 from American.
Somebody out there listening that works at Delta.
I'm about.
Delta.
I'm about to send a letter to the Department of Transportation.
Oh, really?
Yeah,
Going straight to the
Delta
top.
actually cares. So if somebody out there is listening that works for Delta, get a hold of us.
Get a hold of Pepe.
No, the reason is, I mean, if they would say, okay, you know what, sorry about this, we're going to give you free passes to wherever. I mean,
but they haven't even done that.
They send us $1,000, $300. $1,300.
And you're out of pocket $6,000. So Mace, you know what I'm always jealous of is when they come on and they say, hey, we've overbooked and we'll give you a round trip ticket to go everywhere. And I always say to Lisa, let's do it. Let's take the round trip ticket. And she goes, no, we got to get to where we're going. I'm always the one who wants to take it.
You always want to take it?
If I'm traveling by myself, I do take it.
Yeah.
But whoever I'm with is like, no, we can't.
It depends. Like for a $500 travel credit is different than a round trip flight anywhere, right?
Right.
So they sort of nickel dime you at the beginning until they ultimately get to round trip ticket anywhere.
Yeah, so we had a situation with American Airlines, and
good luck getting that resolved.
Yeah, that was horrible. We did not. But when we were coming back from Dallas, they were like, oh, we had decent seats. So, they were like, oh, we'll give you guys whatever. And Christian and I were like, yeah, we can take it. Screw it. Like, give us a credit. But the girl was so rude that I was like, you know what? Screw you. I said, I'm getting on this plane. Because she was so rude. I was like, nope, you're not getting my boarding pass.
That is a thankless job because, Pepe, you did that job for a lot of years. People that are delayed or people that have missed their flight or people that don't think they have the right seat are always in a bad mood, and they always take it out on the people at the counter. And I have sympathy for anyone who works for the airlines.
Well, you have customer service is very, very important.
Yes.
And you have to know how to deal with these people. You're right. People are in a hurry, and then some people said, "Oh, do you know who I am?"
Yeah, the old "Do you know who I am?"
But I mean, do you think that Bill Gates is going to come and say, "Do you know who I am?" No,
right.
No.
The people
because we know
really
who he is.
Big,
we already know him.
The people that are really big. First of all, they travel on private planes.
Correct.
But I mean, they're never going to say, "Do you know who I am?"
Yeah, no. I've never played the "Do you know who I am"
next
card.
Time we have a
I think it's ridiculous.
Because next time we have a bet between you and me, I can't believe I'm even going to suggest this because I would hate it, but so would you.
Yeah.
There was a scene in The West Wing where Josh and Toby are stranded in the middle of nowhere.
Okay.
And they're throwing rocks across a parking lot.
Skipping
into a trash can.
Oh, into a trash can. Okay.
And it's a pretty long shot. And so Toby hits it first. Then Josh hits it. Then Toby hits again. Then Josh hits it. So they're both kind of going mano a mano.
Right.
And Toby says to Josh, first one who misses, every time you introduce yourself, you have to say, I work at the White House. So it would be like for a whole day, you would have to say, I'm Steve Mason. I work at ESPN.
Yes, no.
I
am not that guy.
Would that
yeah,
make
that
us?
would be very
and so
uncomfortable.
Toby lost.
Yeah.
And so every time he would go, I'm Toby, and Josh would look at him like, come on, man. He'd go, I work at the White House. This kid goes, I've been meaning to talk to you about that. It'd be a lot cooler if you let people figure that out on your own. And
right.
Toby goes, thanks.
Yeah, exactly.
Don't you know who I am? Yeah, that's a bad one.
To me, customer service is very important.
Yes.
I'm going to give you an example really quick.
Okay, give us an example.
I went to the mall a couple of days back.
Okay.
And I bought
Which mall?
I bought South Coast Plaza.
Okay.
Big one.
I mean,
big
pay,
mall, yeah.
You pay money.
Yeah.
Okay. And so I go to this store. I buy 3 pairs of
what
tennis
store?
shoes. JD.
JD. Okay. Got it.
And then I'm going to go pay, and there is one person ahead of me, and somebody's helping. Behind the desk, there are 7 people.
7
and
people.
nobody would take your order.
And nobody. Yeah. And then I said, I moved and I said, here is my order.
Yes.
And they said, well, you have to wait on that. And I was this close, very close to say something, but the person that was with me, it wasn't Liz, it was somebody else,
right?
A friend of mine, and said, "Don't make a scene." I said,
right.
But I mean, I like to say, "Hey, listen, there are 7 of you."
Hey,
did you think about? Did you make a scene
in that scenario? See, because I have no patience.
I have no patience.
In that scenario, I walk out, go home, order it online, and get my stuff in 2 days.
No, but that's not the point.
Yeah,
I mean,
the point is, if they don't value you as a customer, I'm out.
You're not buying shoes for $1, man. You're paying a lot
right,
of money for the shoes.
Well, Pepe, I'm sorry you had that experience. I hope that the people at JD at the South Coast Plaza can hear exactly the experience. And do you believe, JD, what you did to Pepe Mantilla?
Listen, it's not Pepe Mantilla, anybody, but I tell you what, I have potpourri.
Oh, yeah?
And I think I'm going to change the question because you guys will never know this one.
Oh, good. Yeah, we love those. Be as arcane and as esoteric as you possibly can. No. All right. We're going to spin the wheel of questions coming up next. I love sleeper picks. Better way to play daily fantasy. And all you do is put together 2 players' projected stats. Say you're going to more than or less than, you can win up to 1,000 times your money. 1,000 times your money. Here's what I'm rolling with tonight. I'm going to be at the Lakers-Celtics game. I've got LeBron James more than 1.5 threes. I think he's going to take some threes tonight. Anthony Davis, I think this is really low. Anthony Davis more than 24.5 points. He's coming off a really big game. He should have more than 24.5 points. And Jason Tatum, less than 40.5 points plus rebounds plus assists. It makes every game better, makes every game fun. NFL playoffs, NBA, all that stuff. And right now, Sleeper has got a special offer. And by the way, we got word from Sleep. Apparently just a wave of people have downloaded the Sleeper app and jumped in. So everybody's doing this. And right now, Sleeper's got a special offer. New users just got to play $5 to get $55 in free entries. Again, use code 710. Get $55 in free entries when you play $5. That's code 710. Download the Sleeper app. Play along with all of us. Got to be at least 18. Promo code location restrictions apply. Minimum deposit $25. See terms of use for details. Please play responsibly. Call 1-800-426-2537 for help. Mason and Ireland, 710 ESPN.
Travis Rogers.
With the devastating fires that have struck Southern California, there are options for you if you're dealing with food insecurity. It is the LA Regional Food Bank. You can go to lafoodbank.org/fire. We are also looking for collections from you. All kinds of stuff needed for people that are dealing with the fire right now. Please join us in helping our friends and neighbors who are dealing with this tragedy.
Why do we grill to order at Waba Grill?
It's just better for you.
Right now, get our Value Bowl combo for only $8.99. Waba Grill. It's for you.
Marco Farr.
You dang right.
PI.
Weekday mornings at 9 a.m.
It's Travis and DeMarco
on 710 ESPN.
You never expect a Hail Mary pass to win and end the game or getting into an accident. Hey, it's Trav with DeMarco.
Only one all-star defense team you can call to defend you. The personal injury law offices of Joseph S. Normand. Visit normandlegal.com or call 213-747-2000.
Don't get sacked by others. Joseph will help you achieve the maximum compensation you deserve. Visit normandlegal.com or call 213-747-2000. That's 213-747-2000.
Let Joseph and his team score a touchdown for you.
At Hyundai, we make a big deal about the little things, like the little fact that 9 Hyundai vehicles have earned IIHS top safety picks this year, and offering a little thing called America's Best Warranty, because delivering safety and quality, pretty big deal. Visit your nearest Hyundai dealer today. Hyundai, there's joy in every journey.
Lease a Hyundai Tucson for only $259 a month, or get 1.99% APR, plus up to $1,000 SoCal wildfire relief. See your SoCal Hyundai dealer. Offers end February 3rd. Call 714-568-7676 for details.
When I wake up,
the best mornings
in the morning light,
start with Wrangler.
pull on my jeans and I feel alright.
Jeans, jackets, and shirts that get your day started on the right foot.
I pull my blue jeans on. I pull my old blue jeans on.
Good mornings make for better days.
I pull my blue jeans on. I pull my old blue jeans on.
Wrangler, for the ride of life.
Time out. Your body goals don't have an off season. GNC is ready to help you get a stronger start on the new year with help building more muscle and proven weight loss support. Need a boost? We're ready with GNC vitamins for your longest winter days. Want the best energy drinks? They're at GNC. Never tried creatine before? Get ready to be amazed. GNC coaches are ready to help you in stores everywhere, and you can shop our full collection of flavors and online exclusives at GNC.com. GNC, live well.
And it is the biggest show on the radio, Mason and Ireland, here each weekday. You know what it's time for? What is this? It's time for Wheel of Questions. Producer Brian Cohen, are you ready with that wheel? Hit it, Jack.
I love it.
Oh, Luke.
I love it.
Yeah.
Maybe we'll get more drops.
By the
now
way,
that he
this
has
is
his
the
own
home
show.
of the new Luke Robitaille
Yeah.
show every Tuesday at 1:15 here.
Luke, I need more drops because that one's great.
Yeah.
Please
it's a
and
good
thank
one.
you, sir.
It's a good one.
All right, guys. So since Pepe's here, I'm actually really curious, and I'm glad the question landed at this.
Mm-hmm.
So I came across a story where Costco shoppers got into a huge fight over Pokemon cards. Apparently, this Pokemon collection of cards is worth around $120 to $150, but Costco was selling them for $60.
Yes.
I don't think there's anything materialistic that I could fight over personally. I'm just like, you come at my family, that's a different story. But anything like tangible like that, I don't think I would get into a brawl.
So people are physically
They got in
fighting.
a fight.
Okay.
And it was here at Atwater Village, so it's like not far from us
Okay.
at all. Is there anything material-wise that you'd be willing to get in a fight for?
Ireland, what are you fighting for? What's your fight?
What I always say to myself, like when I'm checking out of a hotel room, is as long as I have my phone, my wallet, and my laptop, everything else I can recreate.
Yep.
So if someone was stealing my phone, my wallet, or my laptop, I'd probably fight for it.
You'd fight
Other
for
than
it.
that, I'm
I
like,
didn't think about that, actually.
Other than that, Laura, I would like to go into a store and if I grab an item at the exact same. By the way, this is the whole plot of Serendipity. Did you ever see that movie with Kate Beckinsale and John Cusack?
Yep.
They
Not as many times as you, but
no,
yes.
yeah, probably. Well, that was the height of my Kate obsession. I've seen it at least 50 times. Her and Cusack are in a store in New York. I think they're in Bergdorf Goodman. And they're walking through, and they both reach for the same set of black leather gloves, and it's the last pair.
Yeah.
And so that's their meet cute.
Yeah, right.
And he lets her have them, and then that's how they end up getting back together. But I don't think I'd fight anybody for something in a store.
I don't think so either. Last can of Ready Whip, maybe? If there's just
No,
one
you would
can
not.
of Ready Whip, just one last can,
I can see the
I would
headlines
go
now.
for that. I
Kind
would
of
go
what?
for the Ready
Kind of what?
Ready Whip. Do
Whipped
you like the
cream.
Ready Whip? Whipped
You
cream.
don't do whippets?
where you spray.
I know, but I'm not going to fight for that.
Pepe, what's wrong with you? If we bring a can in here, will you do whippets with us? You know what whip it is?
No.
Oh, yeah. We inhale the last bit of... Yeah, you want to do it? You do a whip.
Yeah, come on.
Berkman says it goes, whoa, 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 whoa.
It'll make your game broadcast a little peppier. You know?
Yes.
I don't need to.
Pepe, anything you're willing to fight over?
No. I'm
What about them shoes at the...
Oh, yeah. You were ready to throw
JD
it
at the
down,
South Coast
Pepe.
Plaza.
I'm with Laura.
You were ready to go put them up.
It is what it is. I mean... I don't fight.
Okay, Brian, you seem like a
Mace.
fighter.
Oh, not now, but back in the day, when they used to do like the midnight releases of like the new Xbox or things like that, PlayStation.
Sure.
I have sat in line with one of those, and I have seen people get a little testy.
Mace, you used to be, I don't know if you still are, you used to be in that program where you get whatever Apple releases, you get it on the first day.
Yeah, I lease the phone, so whenever a new one comes out, you get the new one.
So when you go and there's a long line and stuff, what if there's one left? Would you be willing to get into it for that?
Yeah, I'd say that's a throwdown.
No, you wouldn't.
I'm not starting a fight at the Apple Store.
What happens when you're young, you might do it. You know who? I will fight with somebody if somebody tries to take one of my grandkids away.
Well, that's what I said. That's what I said, Pepe.
Your family, bets are off.
No, I would go to war for that.
Yeah, and
but I think we're talking about just like Pokemon cards, not your grandkid.
Yes, I said I preference that, Pepe. Not your family member, not nothing like
Okay,
that.
between a Pokemon card and your grandchild.
Not to some people.
Material, you're right. You said,
Yeah, I
you
did
said
say
the word
material things. And like someone comes at your family, it's all good. Let's
Hey,
go.
I want to let everybody know that they should join Beto Duran and our whole 710 team on Saturday, February the 1st. So that's a week from Saturday at Cosm, Los Angeles.
Oh, that's Lakers-Knicks.
Yeah, for the Michelob Ultra official Lakers watch party. Beto's going to be doing pre, post, and half there. You can take photos with the championship trophy, watch Lakers-Knicks, and feel like you're at MSG with Cosm's immersive technology. You can purchase tickets at Cosm.com. That's COSM.com. Or hit up the Cosm app. We're going to open the phones and do a little sports graffiti now.
Yeah.
Pepe is here. Maybe there's somebody from that store, JD, at the South Coast Plaza who can help resolve Pepe's customer service issues.
Oh, and before I forget, thank you to everybody who came out to Ralph's yesterday.
That was a great show.
That turned out to be really fun. Sasha was great. Ori was great. We raised a ton of donations for the fire victims, and I ate way too many dumplings, but it was worth it. And so thank you to Ralph's, thank you to BBGO, and most of all, thank you to the listeners who showed up.
And glad that we got the LA Regional Food Bank a bunch of items for them as well. All right, coming up next for you, Sports Graffiti, 877-710-ESPN. 877-710-ESPN. Got a little Lakers trade to kick around from an NBA analyst. I'm not sure how I feel about it, but we'll bring it up coming up. 877-710-ESPN. Mason in Ireland, 710 ESPN.
You never have to miss a moment of LA's mega sports station. Get the all-new ESPN.
Hi, my name is Victoria. I am from Sylmar, California, and I just want to say thank you to all the firefighters for everything that you've done. You are so brave, so just amazing and brave, and we appreciate everything you've done for the city.
I want to thank them. Without them, the fire wouldn't be the way it is right now. Little help like you guys asked for. I got a few bobbleheads, a few jerseys, a few shirts that are brand new, and some baseball cards.
Thank you so much for the first responders and for the firefighters that are helping the community and the people of California, and especially Los Angeles. And thank you so much for your work, and keep doing what you're doing. You guys are the real heroes.
My name's Alfredo Famath, and I'm from Sylmar, right next to the Hearst fire. We got evacuated, but I really want to thank the firefighters for saving my house and my friends' houses. I appreciate you guys, and without you guys, I don't know where to be at, probably without a home, but I really appreciate everything you guys do for us.
What's up, everybody? Cappy here, InsideCrypto.com, and I just want to take a second to thank all the first responders, the firefighters, but I'm going to take another direction here. I was talking about it on the air. Our friends at Lazy Dog and LA Live have been feeding all these firefighters. I'm going to send a shout out to all the wait staff who are feeding the firefighters, who can then feel good, be nourished, go to sleep, and then get out there and fight those fires. So to everybody that's helping, appreciate all y'all.
Hey, Henry Ramos here from El Monte. Hey, first responders, thank you for everything you guys are doing, and keep fighting on. And this is for Los Angeles. Thank you guys, and keep.
It's a mailing list for future career opportunities. To learn more about careers at Good Karma Brands, please email careers at goodkarmabrands.com.
In tough times, no one stands alone. The recent wildfires have deeply impacted our LA community, leaving many of our neighbors facing unimaginable hardship. If you're feeling anxious, overwhelmed, or just need someone to talk to, hope is just a call away. Call the LA County Department of Mental Health's 24/7 helpline at 1-800-854-7771 for free emotional support, service referrals, or crisis counseling, or visit dmh.lacounty.gov/gethelpnow/. We're in this together, LA. Stay strong.
710 ESPN, your home for the 17-time world champion Lakers.
KSPN Los Angeles, a Good Karma Brands radio station.
It is Mason and Ireland on 710 ESPN. Don't get it twisted, yo. The most downloaded sports radio show in Los Angeles. The podcast, that is.
Mason and Ireland, the #1 most downloaded sports podcast in Los Angeles. The #1 most downloaded sports podcast in Los Angeles. And we thank all of our podcast listeners for that.
If you ever miss a moment, get your fill anytime. Just search Mason and Ireland wherever you get your podcast.
All right, it is sports graffiti time. Ireland, you hit the road tomorrow, so why don't you operate the call?
All right, here's how it works. You call, Laura answers the phone, you give her her name. She won't ask you what you're talking about. We want you to talk about anything you want. It's your segment. Eddie, you're leading us off. Eddie, you're on Sports Graffiti. Go.
Hey, speaking of going on the road, Pepe, I got a question for you. Why don't you get to travel with the team? Is it a Brown thing or what's going on?
You know, this is something, and thank you, Eddie, for the call. This is something that both Pepe and I have been lobbying for years.
Yeah.
We'd love to get the Spanish guys on the road.
Sure.
And we were making progress. Pepe, you guys, this is back when you were doing the games with Fernando. Normally, they would let you take one trip a year with us, and you would come along, and then COVID kind of kneecapped it, right?
Yeah, something like that.
Yeah.
But it's not that you don't want to travel. It's
I
just
would
that,
love to travel with
you. How do you do calling a game off a monitor? Is it just as good, or could it be better if you were there?
I've been doing it for 32 years.
Yeah, you probably got it down.
Yeah, I don't think
you've got it wired.
I don't
right
think
now.
you can tell the difference,
No.
but there is something about being there that makes it a lot better.
Absolutely.
Adam,
Yeah, so many times I send messages to these guys because something is unclear.
yeah,
Right,
like if
right.
you can't say anything, we'll text them.
Got it.
Adam, you're on Sports Graffiti. Adam, go.
Hey guys, this is not my question, but I just wanted to put in that Michael putting the game in the refrigerator too early. All us fans don't like that either, so you got to pass that on to him.
Yeah, I've been trying.
The fans have spoken.
Adam, I've been trying to explain that to him, and it's more. Like I said the other day, it's more Beto than Michael at this point because Beto won't drop it.
Beto's just trolling him.
Yeah, and so hopefully they both drop it. But what was your question?
So my
Adam?
main thing was that to address the too many free throws in the game, I have a possible two-pronged solution that I think I haven't heard before.
Okay, what is it?
After four fouls in a quarter, any shooting foul automatically will get awarded the foul team 1 point, and then only one free throw is shot. And then for any non-shooting fouls, let it go to like 6 before they're shooting.
Well, I'll take it. Right. It's a good idea, Adam. I like the way you're thinking. I would take it a step further, as I've told you guys. Right now in the NBA, after the 5th team foul in a quarter, you are in the bonus and you shoot free throws. I'd make it 10. I'd make it 10 fouls and then shoot because nobody wants to watch. The other day, there was a game on Martin Luther King Day where they had shot 48 free throws in the first half.
Yeah, that's just awful.
I mean, that's just nuts. Here's Sean. Hey, Sean, you're on Sports Graffiti. Go.
Hey, you know what? Jaden Daniels needs to be more recognized as possible MVP. He's not even on the nominating, one of the top-ranked ones. But, I mean, what he has done with this team, they were a 4-win team, second pick in the draft. He got them to 11 wins. Now, 1 win away from going to the Super Bowl. He's done it all. And against the Eagles, I'm predicting them to win with the no-huddle offense. That's what Sean figured out against the Eagles to go to the no-huddle at the end of the game with 4 minutes left, and that made a difference. I picked Jaden Daniels to go to the Super Bowl, and he should be MVP.
All right, thanks, Sean.
I agree with him.
I think that if you and Sean Pepe objectively look at the numbers for Josh Allen and Lamar Jackson, it's a 2-horse race. Jaden Daniels has been great. He has not been Josh Allen or Lamar Daniels.
And that's not to say...
He's going to win Rookie of the Year. Jaden Daniels is Rookie of the Year.
And he will win an MVP award.
Yeah.
He will win
But
he is an elite quarterback.
If he goes to the Super Bowl and wins the Super Bowl, he's going to be the MVP.
No,
Well,
no,
I'm
Super
saying
Bowl MVP.
the Super. I'm saying
but he won't
will
be the
win
regular season
a
MVP.
regular season MVP.
But to your point, Pepe, that's the one everyone wants. Everyone wants the Super Bowl
Absolutely.
MVP.
Yeah.
Here's Harold. Harold, you're on Sports Graffiti. Go.
Hey, I want a shout out to Adam Mara of the UCLA basketball team, John, for his performance against Wisconsin. It was a great game. I hope if he can continue to perform at the center position, that'll open up for the perimeter shooting.
Right,
I think
and
UCLA
that's
could
a
really
good-
have a good season, but he has to be consistent. Thanks, fellas.
Oh, sure. Harold,
Thanks, man.
that's a really good win for UCLA. They're ranked, Wisconsin came into that game ranked 18th in the country, and UCLA beat them at Pauley. The team that's not getting enough attention are the UCLA women. They're undefeated at a time when women's basketball has never been this good, never been more competitive. Corey Close, their coach, has them undefeated against everybody. They beat South Carolina. They beat USC. That's the team that needs more love, is the UCLA women, who are ranked number 1 in the whole country. Here's Spoiler Jerry.
Oh.
Spoiler Jerry, you're on Sports Graffiti. Go.
Hey, guys, I love the new segment with Luke Robitaille, but I think it needs a name. What do you think by calling it What the Puck with Luke Robitaille?
What the puck? I like it.
Yeah. What the puck is great.
Jerry, that's a great idea. We're going to steal it.
Yep.
Oh, that's awesome.
All in. What
Very
the puck?
good, What the puck with Luke Robitaille.
Wow, that's fantastic.
Oh man, we should Jerry. Next time you call, we'll give you.
Yeah,
something.
we want to get a big produced open. What the puck?
Yeah.
Well, good luck. We haven't got any rejoins.
Oh well, I mean,
What, you think Morales is golfing? That's what normally happens when we
he's
don't
working
get
a
rejoins.
lot. He's working a lot.
He's working a lot.
All right, here's John. Hey, John, you're on Sports Graffiti. Go, John.
I love it too. What the puck?
Yeah.
But anyhow, I had one important question for you.
Yeah.
Why did Magic Johnson give Zubac to the Clippers for nothing?
Well, there was Mike Muscala was involved.
Yeah.
They got something,
We
just
talked
not
about it.
something
Let me
good.
let me preface this by saying I agree with John. We never should have traded Zoo for Mike Muscala. But at the time, I asked Magic about it, and he said, we're hoping to get Anthony Davis, and we can't pay Zoo. Zoo is coming up, and we would have to pay him. We need an expiring contract like Muscala because we think we're going to need all our money to sign Anthony Davis. So that was the logic behind it. But I think it was letting Zoo go and watching what he's developed into. You look back on that, there's no other way to say it wasn't a mistake.
No.
Yeah.
Could you imagine Zubac on this team would be
But if
perfect? He's a perfect
right,
fit.
If Magic were here, he would say we couldn't have paid him. We couldn't have kept him. And once we had AD, but now,
Although that's not really true. You can go over the cap to pay your own player. You could have gone over the cap to play Zoo. And AD came over on one deal, and then they extended him on another deal. Could they not have done both?
But I think what they were thinking at the time was, remember when they won the title?
Yep.
They had Dwight Howard and
JaVale McGee.
who they liked a little better than Zoo. And at that time, those guys probably were better than Zoo. But so I think his argument would have been, I can't spend a whole bunch of money on a guy who's never going to play. He was going to sit behind Dwight Howard. He was going to sit behind JaVale McGee, and most of the money was going to AD. Having said that, had they known Zoo was going to turn into this, I don't think they make the deal.
Yeah.
Here's Peter. Hey, Peter, you're on Sports Graffiti. Go.
Hey, guys, going to the game tonight, so stoked about that. However, I need to see the Boston Celtics in green uniforms, not that stuff they wear sometimes or nowadays, and I need to see the Lakers in gold. Let's go, Lakers.
All right, I'll see if I can figure out what they're wearing tonight. I used to have
Boston.
Yeah, I used to have a. I'll look it up. Here's Michael. Hey, Michael, you're on Sports Graffiti. Go.
Hey, this one's for John.
Okay.
Hey, John, I know you lobby for the Lakers, but I was watching the Clipper game last night.
I watched
Who would you say is better, the Lakers or the Clippers?
Well, they just played this week, and the Clippers beat them like a drum. So the Clippers have a better The Clippers have a better record.
And they beat them head-to-head.
And they beat them this week. So the answer to your question right now is the Clippers. Now, what the Clippers have done in the past, Michael, is they have peaked too early. I remember when Chris Paul was here, they won every game in December, 17-0. And then by the time the playoffs rolled around, they laid an egg. So the puzzle that the Clippers have to solve is be peaking in April and May. Get Kawhi healthy. I think Norman Powell is going to win Most Improved Player in the NBA. And so if you get all those guys going, right before the playoffs start, they can make a run.
You know,
but the answer to your question right now is the Clippers.
What's interesting about the standings is, and I look at the West and say, all right, so it's OKC dominating, and then everybody else, Houston, Memphis, Lakers, Clippers, they're all right there. If the playoffs were to start today, who would the Lakers play?
6 versus 3.
Oh, no, they are 5 right now.
The Lakers are 5 right now?
5
so it'd
right
be
now.
5 versus 4.
5 versus 4.
They play
you know
the Clippers?
No, Denver.
Terrible matchup.
Terrible
for us.
matchup. That's
But-
the one. I do not want to play Denver.
Let me tell you this. I don't know if you've been paying attention to Denver over the last 2 weeks. They're back to being the old Nuggets. They're going to be the 2.
Oh, you think they're going to?
They are
all the way up
behind OKC.
OKC's going to be the 1. Denver's going to be the 2.
They're only 2 games out of the 2.
Who's going to be the 3?
Probably Houston.
Houston or Memphis.
And then I think we can catch Memphis. I think we can catch the Clippers. I think once you get Pepe 3 through 12 is going to be a whole bunch of teams that win between 45 and 50 games.
I want to agree with you, but for that to happen, the Lakers are going to have to start playing better defense.
Of course.
Yeah, absolutely.
Well, I mean, Michael and I beat it like a drum on there. And well, let me get done with Sports Graffiti, and then later in the show I'll tell you why the Celtics actually are beatable tonight, which isn't normally the case. Here's Josh. Hey, Josh, you're on Sports Graffiti. Go.
All right, John. So I got 3 lies for you that I detected from you.
Okay.
So number 1, you said the Clippers were not even going to be in it at the beginning of the season because of Kawhi, but look how they progressed and they stayed steady. The second one was, look at Russell Westbrook with the Nuggets. Who would have thought? And then the third one is, you would never ask for money. You don't have to. You are John Ireland.
Right. But I mean, if I even asking people for money like to give to fire victims, I feel a little guilty about.
Right. And I would argue that those are instances of not lying but being wrong.
Yeah, and by the way,
and you know what? And I can probably give you 20 more.
Yeah, but what? But
I've got twice as many.
The Westbrook thing is interesting because I was always pro Westbrook, but people couldn't get him out of here quick enough.
It just didn't fit.
Right.
Yeah, and a lot of times it's a misunderstanding. Because you and me like Westbrook.
Yeah, I still do. But he didn't work here. And part of Russ's success, but also part of his failure is coaches tell him, hey, Russ, we don't need you to shoot threes. And his whole life, even when he was in high school, people were saying, yeah, Russ, you're not going to play at a big college. And then he gets to UCLA and they say, well, you're playing behind Drew Holiday and Aaron Aflalo. You're never going to play here. Then he beats all those guys out, and they said, well, you're not going to get drafted. He's the 4th pick in the draft.
Yeah.
You're never going to win MVP. He wins MVP. So he's fueled off of people. If you tell Russ he can't do something, he immediately goes out and tries to do it. So if you say, Russ, don't shoot threes, he'll say, oh, okay, I'll show you. And he'll shoot 50 threes and shoot 20%.
Yeah, exactly.
And contrary to what people think, he's a very nice guy.
Oh, no, I don't think anybody ever judged him as a person. I just think as a player, he did not fit on this roster.
Some people do.
But the reason he's played for 7 teams is that he just refuses to be told that he can't do something.
Yeah.
Right.
And now in Denver, they're letting him do what he wants.
Exactly.
And Jokic loves him, and he's playing great.
All right, what's on tap today on 710 ESPN? Well, thank you to our friends at Michelob Ultra. It's Rivalry Week, Lakers versus Celtics. Coverage starts at 5:30 here on 710. And the all-new ESPN LA app. Michelob Ultra, 2.6 carbs, 95 calories. It's only worth it if you enjoy it. Our friend Michelle Smallman from Unsportsmanlike with Evan Canty and Michelle is coming up next. Mason, Ireland, 710 ESPN.
All right, listen, a lot of people looking for places to live, a lot of people trying to sell their house. If you're one of these people that wants to sell your house, first call's got to be to Seller's Advantage. The reason for that is they only care about one thing, the seller. They'll make a competitive cash offer with no repairs needed, and they can close in days. No complicated closing costs, no contracts falling through. Seller's Advantage might even give you $10,000 up front to help you with moving expenses. They've been making sellers happy for decades and have the reviews to prove it. And here's the best thing. When you call them, they'll give you a no-obligation offer. So it's not like you got to sign anything and go into a contract with them. They'll make you an offer. You decide whether or not it works for you. Call them today. Here's the number, 888-390-AS-IS. That's because they take homes as is. You don't need to do any improvements. 888-390-AS-IS. 888-390-2747 or sellersadvantage.com.
Hi, my name is Victoria. I am from Sylmar, California, and I just want to say thank you to all the firefighters for everything that you've done. You are so brave, so just amazing and brave, and we appreciate everything you've done for the city.
You know, I want to thank them. You know, without them, the fire wouldn't be the way it is right now. You know, little help like you guys asked for. You know, I got a few bobbleheads, a few jerseys, a few shirts that are brand new, and some baseball cards.
Thank you so much for the first responders and for the firefighters that are helping the community and the people of California, and especially Los Angeles. And thank you so much for your work, and keep doing what you're doing. You guys are the real heroes.
My name's Alfredo Famath, and I'm from Silmar, right next to the Hearst fire. We got evacuated, but I really want to thank the firefighters for saving my house and my friends' houses. You know, I appreciate you guys, and without you guys, I don't know where to be at, you know, probably without a home, but I really appreciate everything you guys do for us.
What's up, everybody? Cappy here, InsideCrypto.com, and I just want to take a second to thank all the first responders, the firefighters, but I'm going to take another direction here. I was talking about it on the air. Our friends at Lazy Dog and LA Live have been feeding all these firefighters. I'm going to send a shout out to all the wait staff who are feeding the firefighters, who can then feel good, be nourished, go to sleep, and then get out there and fight those fires. So to everybody that's helping, appreciate all y'all.
Hey, Henry Ramos here from El Monte. Hey, first responders, thank you for everything you guys are doing, and keep fighting on. And this is for Los Angeles. Thank you guys, and keep going. We love you, LA.
Avner Gat. Your claim, our game.
Travis Matthew, an apparel brand deeply rooted in Southern California, is here to support our LA community and those affected by the destruction across the cities we love so much. Right now, their Topanga and Century City retail locations are offering free Travis Matthew products to help those affected by the Southern California wildfires. Can't make it to the stores? Discounts are also available by reaching out to their customer service team. Stay updated on Travis Matthew's donation and volunteer efforts by following @TravisMatthew on social media.
Attention fire victims. I'm Garen Majarian, an attorney at Majarian Law Group. If your property was damaged or destroyed by the recent wildfires, you are probably confused and concerned about your path to recovery. With the massive amount of lawyer advertising, before you retain a lawyer, it is important that you speak to the lawyer, not a clerk, not an assistant. Speak to a lawyer who will come out to your property and handle your case. At Majarian Law Group, we have the experience in handling fire cases. We are here to guide you, and we will provide you an honest and fair evaluation about your potential claims. Call us today for a free consultation at 800-485-1049. If your home was destroyed, you may also have claims against third parties, such as Southern California Edison. Call us today, 800-485-1049. 800-485-1049.
Hi, this is Matthew Stafford of your Los Angeles Rams. This is Mason and Ireland on your home of Rams football, 710 ESPN.
What's up, people? Pepe's here. Michael Thompson's going to be along. It's Lakers Celtics tonight at Crypto.com Arena. And interesting, Eric Pincus, who's a really good NBA guy.
Yeah, you should follow Eric. He's got a lot of good content.
Suggested an incredibly complex trade for the Lakers, the Raptors, and the Blazers. So I'm going to read it. I'm going to read the big parts, okay?
Yeah.
Lakers get Jakob Poeltl from Toronto, Davion Mitchell from Toronto, and Delano Banton from Portland. I don't know Delano Banton.
I do.
Is he good? Okay. So we get that.
Okay.
Raptors get DeAndre Ayton, Duop Reith. Do you know him?
Yep, I do.
Jabari Walker, Rui Hachimura, Cam Reddish, and Jalen Hood-Schifino.
Okay, so far we have going out Cam Reddish, Jalen Hood-Schifino, and who else?
Jalen Hood-Schifino. That's it so far.
Okay.
Cam Reddish, Jalen Hood-Schifino, and Rui. Okay. And then Portland gets Bruce Brown, Kelly Olynyk, Chris. There's a better deal here. There's a better deal to me, man.
Yeah.
We'll do that coming up. In the meantime, our friend Michelle Smallman's online. It's conference championship weekend, and Michelle has joined us all year long. Of course, she's from Unsportsmanlike with Evan Canty and Michelle. And Smalls, what's going on?
Good afternoon, guys. How we doing?
Good afternoon.
Doing good, Michelle. Although Mason and I made a bet last week where with Brian and Greg.
I still feel good about it.
That I now no longer feel good about.
I feel great about it.
We offered them we offered them the Chiefs and any other team they want. So they said, okay, we'll take the Chiefs and the Eagles. And Mason and I got everybody else. So we had back then we had the Rams, we had the Bills.
Yep.
We had the Commanders. We had. The Ravens.
Yeah.
And, but now we're down to just the Bills and the Commanders.
Yes.
Or else we're going to lose. So Michelle, this weekend, do you think either one of the road teams can win?
That's quite a bet that you guys made.
I know.
I'm not gonna lie.
We felt good about it.
It was a really good bet.
When we had the field and we had 6 teams, we were looking like geniuses. And now we're down to 2, and Brian and Greg have both the favorites.
Yeah, that's not great. That's not great. But there is a chance. There is a chance. So let's hold on to hope. And I actually am going to pick one of the road teams to win.
Really? Which one?
Washington. You're taking Washington. You're taking Washington. Washington.
I would love for the Commanders to win that game. What a story that would be if Jaden Daniels in his rookie season could take the Commanders to the Super Bowl after a 4-win season where they picked him number 2 overall.
Yep.
But no, I think the Eagles have too much talent. We can get into why, but I think the
you're
Eagles
going
are going to win that game.
Okay.
So I know it's so stupid to pick against the Chiefs. I mean, this is their 7th straight conference championship appearance.
Right.
Who picks against Andy Reid? Who picks against Patrick Mahomes? Not a smart person. I never claimed to be. I never claimed to be a smart girl. But this just feels like the Bills' moment for me. Josh Allen has stepped into his power and is controlling this offense and this team in a different way. He has completely gotten rid of the turnovers that have plagued him. The Bills have committed the fewest turnovers in the NFL this season, and they have an NFL high 35 takeaways on the other side of the ball. There's just something about this Bills team that leads me to believe that they're finally going to break through and beat the Chiefs in the playoffs.
I am of the belief that Kansas City will not win a 3rd consecutive Super Bowl. I don't know exactly. I would love Buffalo to be there. I just think that's an incredible story. Buffalo has never won a Super Bowl. To get there would be just amazing. Great fans, all that stuff. I actually think Buffalo is going to beat Kansas City. You know, here's the thing. Josh Allen.
Wait, you do think Buffalo's going to beat Kansas City?
Listen, during the regular season, in regular season matchups, Patrick Mahomes, Josh Allen has won 3 out of 4. It's just in the playoffs where it hasn't happened, where he's 0 for 3. But the fact is, they can absolutely win this game. If they played 10 times, how many times would Buffalo win?
5.
Okay, then it's a flip a coin game, right?
Right.
5.
But I'd pick the home team every time.
Yeah, I'm flipping the coin and taking Buffalo.
Michelle, this flies in the face of one of Mason's base theories that I want to throw at you, okay?
Okay, I'm ready.
Mason believes Josh Allen is engaged to an actress, to a woman named Haley Steinfeld, who's really good, actually, in everything she's in.
Yeah.
I'm familiar. And she's a great singer, too. Do not sleep on her tunes.
Yeah, well, we're big Pitch Perfect people, so she was in one of the Pitch Perfect movies, too. But anyway, Mason's theory is, if you're a professional athlete, never date anyone with a headshot, because if you do, that will eventually swallow you up. So, Mace, do you figure that the fact that Travis Kelce dates Taylor Swift nullifies Josh Allen dating Haley Steinfeld?
No, there's nothing. Dating Haley Steinfeld, I'm sure she's a wonderful person and great recording
you know
artist and all that.
Right?
I know who she is,
but
it's not like dating Taylor Swift, the biggest star in the world. I mean, she's not a nice career, but I don't think she's distracting
So your
Josh
theory
Allen
does
that
not
much.
come into play
no,
here?
I said like when Matt Kemp was dating Rihanna. That's a nightmare. But in this case,
he almost won MVP when he's dating her.
But it was the year after where he completely fell apart. He met her during the MVP year, then fell apart. So no, I don't put Haley Steinfeld in that category. I don't think she's screwing up Josh Allen.
What if Josh dated Smallman? Would that be a good thing or a bad thing?
That would be difficult. That would be difficult.
I do have a headshot.
Thoughts and prayers from Josh.
Yeah, they made her take headshots when she got this ESPN gig.
Right.
All right, so Michelle, why do you think the Eagles beat the Commanders?
Really quick, as far as the headshot theory goes, it worked out okay for Tom Brady. I'll just throw that out there.
Yeah, but it ended bad.
Right, but after he was essentially done playing.
After he had won all of his games. Yeah, sure. After he got all his rings. Yeah,
Right?
I mean,
I'm
the
just saying,
theory
it
is
works out
not
different.
the theory is not foolproof, but I think it's right. it's 100% right 50% of the time.
Oh, I love that. Okay, great math. All right, so why do I think the Eagles will win? And listen, as on the surface, we think, okay, this stacked Eagles team going against a rookie quarterback and a team that shouldn't really be here in the Commanders, this seems simple. But we know that Jaden Daniels is not any old rookie quarterback. I was actually looking at this right before I jumped on the phone with you guys. He has a 73.2 total QBR this season, which is the best by a rookie ever. So he's quite literally having the best rookie season that we've ever seen. But when I think about what got the Eagles here, I think that's what's going to help them ultimately win this game. Saquon has been unstoppable on the ground, and I think that continues versus the Commanders. And that Philly defense is so formidable. We saw how disruptive Jalen Carter has been. And even though I think that Jaden Daniels is as unstoppable as they come, especially for a rookie quarterback, I imagine that Philly defense is going to get after him.
Yeah. The other so you're liking Philly and Buffalo. That's where you're going, right?
That's where I'm going. Yep.
That's where you're going. Philly and Buffalo.
An all East Coast Super Bowl.
Yeah. I'm kind of rooting. I'm rooting for Buffalo. I think of the teams I'm going to adopt Buffalo. I just think it's an amazing story. If they get there, their fans are great. I don't know if you saw this, but Mark Andrews, who dropped that catch that would have tied the game in the Buffalo-Baltimore game, they've donated like over $60,000 to his diabetes research
they do this
charity.
A lot.
I mean, I think that's super cool.
They did. Remember when Andy Dalton won a game at the end of a season that put the Bills in the playoffs, and they donated over $100,000 to Andy Dalton's charity? They're really good.
They're
with that
cool
stuff.
fans. Plus, they jump through tables, all that stuff. I mean, I think that's cool.
They light themselves on fire.
Yeah, they
that's
do.
True.
Yeah, the table is often burning. Yeah.
Yeah. So, Michelle, how's the show going? How the boys treating you?
The boys are great. Things are going really well. We're getting ready to go down to New Orleans for the Super Bowl. We're really, really excited about that. Our set's going to be amazing, and we're really looking forward to our second Super Bowl together. It's hard to believe that we're at Conference Championship weekend already. I don't know about you guys, but we were talking about it today off the air. This season has flown by.
I know.
Absolutely
It's funny you bring that up, Michelle. I'm a little disappointed in that. I'm really looking forward to this weekend, but I'm a little disappointed that we only have 3 football games.
I know.
left.
It's so sad. Like, for example, when the Rams season ended, I was like, oh. And this morning, I'm watching.
In December, there's so much football.
I'm watching the Get Up, and I'm seeing how much attention, the 4 teams are getting. I'm like, oh, we were just that far away from getting it. Now, what do you think happens with Matthew Stafford? Now, Sean McVay has come out today and said, we want to get this resolved as quickly as possible. Do you think Matthew Stafford returns as quarterback of the Los Angeles Rams?
I had a hair appointment today, and I was reading McVay's quotes on that because he doesn't want it to drag out like it did last year, which is completely understandable because if Matthew Stafford isn't coming back, they need to develop a plan and pivot. So I respect him coming out and setting that boundary. And part of me thinks that with the injuries that Matt Stafford sustained, him talking about the ribs and talking about how proud he was of this run that they went on, that signs are kind of pointing to this being the end for him. But then he also said that he still has some football left in him. And I know when coaches and players are at the caliber that somebody like Matt Stafford is, it's really hard to walk away. Even if physically you think maybe you're getting towards the end, that mental component is hard to say no to, especially for a team that got this far this season. You might feel like there's a little something left unfinished. So while the signs are kind of pointing for it being the end, I wouldn't be surprised if he came back.
Here's what I say to all of our friends over at the Rams. Listen carefully.
Pay that man his money.
Pay him. Pay that man his money. Yeah. I want another year of Matthew Stafford.
I think the defense is too good to let him walk.
Yeah, me too. I mean, so $45 million, $50 million, whatever it is, you got space under the cap, you're loaded on defense, and it's really cheap. Sign Matthew Stafford back for at least one more year.
I agree. I'm with him. When he says he's still got some good football left in him after this season, I totally agree with him. I hope he comes back. He's fun to watch.
All right. Hey, Smalls, thanks very much for coming on. Unsportsmanlike every day here on 710 ESPN. Of course, Evan Canty and my favorite part of the show, Michelle Smallman. Thanks, Smalls.
Thanks, guys. Enjoy this weekend.
All right. Thank you very much. There is Michelle Smallman. So first thing I did when I started up my partnership with the the Southern California Hyundai dealers is, of course, I've got a Hyundai. I've driven a Hyundai for years. My favorite car. I love it. I'm driving an Elantra hybrid right now. I've driven a Sonata in the past. By the way, the hybrid, I'm getting unbelievable gas mileage, and just blown away by the savings. And they have a car that's right for you. Like, for example, the Ioniq 6. Man, if you're looking for a great EV with a long driving distance, you absolutely want the cutting-edge technology of the Ioniq 6. I drove that car. It is spectacular. I mentioned I used to drive a Sonata. Really cool, stylish car. In fact, Momo's brother just got a Sonata from the Southern California Hyundai dealers. Went over to Van Nuys and got it. And as always, every new Hyundai comes with America's best warranty. 3 years, 36,000 miles of complimentary maintenance. Add more joy to every journey in a brand new Hyundai. Visit buyhyundai.com or see your SoCal Hyundai dealer today. Mason in Ireland, 710 ESPN.
And Mace, don't forget that every time Michelle Smallman is on with you guys, it's powered by Price Picks. Download the Price Picks app today and use code 710 and get $50 instantly when you play just $5. That's code 710 on Price Picks to get $50 instantly when you play $5. You don't even have to win to receive the $50 bonus. It's guaranteed. Price Picks, run